Hello and welcome to another episode of No Black, No Dogs, No Irish podcast with me, Vittorio Angelone.
Say it clearer, mate.
Hello and welcome to another episode of No Blacks, No Dogs, No Irish with me, Vittorio Angelone.
A memo, okay.
Jimmy says we have to move away from the microphone.
We have been instructed on better mic technique and
laugh very quietly, like an audible.
No. Well, so yes, hello guys. Welcome to another week. Man, what a crazy week it's been.
Look
right?
how well lit we are. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, look at us. We look like, well, tell us what we look like in the comments section.
Looks like we're going to have to put the intro at the very start of the podcast instead of after a short intro section, doesn't it?
What are you talking about?
Then the title sequence.
Oh, okay. So a bit
Run the title sequence.
so a bit no, we'll just start. Should we run the title sequence? Yeah, go on.
Every episode should have the title sequence. It's
Okay.
great. Why did we make it otherwise?
Okay. What's going on? Why are we not famous?
You can jail revolutionaries, but you can't jail a revolution.
I'm Irish. Racism is part of my culture.
In fact, the whole inspiration of our civil rights movement 10 years ago came from the black movement of America.
Why do you guys love potatoes so much? Potatoes so
That's
much?
That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
And if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, you ain't black.
Gotta have them ribs.
And it's mesmerizing to white people.
Well, that was fun, right?
See you next week.
But do you know, bit of news. Okay, I got followed home on Sunday.
In better news, Mo got followed home.
Yeah. So this
By
crazy,
a fan? Thanks
by-
for the nobodies.
Bro, another nobody came and found me. So I'm walking home, and I live on a lane, okay? And as I'm like turning, I was about to turn into the lane. This person just comes out of the shadows and is like, "Hiya, have you got a pound?" And I went, "No, sorry." And there were two other people, and they both went, "No." And she went, "Have you got a fag?" And the other two didn't respond, and I stupidly went, "No, sorry." It's 5 p.m., like daytime still. And then she goes, "Well, I just want a fag or a pound."
It's 5 p.m. and as everyone knows, I'm a nighttime smoker.
I wasn't wearing my evening
I
jacket.
only smoke when I get very sad.
But basically, I was like, okay. And then I walked into the lane. You've seen my house. You know the lane, okay? You know
Yes,
the
I
lane
think
we go.
so.
So I get to the gate, and then a shadow looms at the top of the lane.
So this is a woman?
A woman, a big white woman, okay?
White.
A white woman, okay?
A
Which
Susan.
is a scary Susan, okay?
Okay.
Which is even scarier because now we're in a lane, okay? And so like I'm looking for my key, and she starts.
Elaine? Who's Elaine?
Elaine is, and then Elaine
Another
arrives.
white woman.
No, but
Oh, there's white women everywhere.
There's-
They're coming at me from all sides.
no, but for real, she's coming, starts walking towards me, okay, and she's like as if like a bear running downhill. She starts speeding up, and so I'm like looking for my
You know
key.
what's in my head? Homer Simpson in a moo. You know
Yeah,
that?
basically. That's what it essentially is. So basically, she keeps running, and so I grab like I can't find my key, so I press my buzzer, and usually my sisters don't answer. Like, but luckily my one sister is like a dickhead about it. She's like, "If you don't have your key, just stay out there until we arrive, okay?" And then I told you they have dark sides, okay? That's
the outside.
That's hey, fuck you, okay?
I'm not allowed to make any
no, let
black
me
jokes.
finish.
I'm not allowed to make any black jokes.
Let me tell
on
the
this
story about these
podcast.
ugly white women, okay? But basically, so
These beautiful white goddesses.
these alabaster queens.
Alabaster queens.
So she came, she says it. So I'm buzzing, and then luckily my sister goes hello, and I go, "Someone's following me, please open." So the gate opens, and I run in, and she opens the door, and I sprint into the house. And the first thing she says to me is, this woman basically follows me into a gated house, okay? And she's walking towards our door.
Mo lives in a gated community.
I live a certain lifestyle.
It's all talk.
Yeah. It's actually a converted prison. But basically, we closed the door. My sister goes, "Who is she?" And I go, "I clearly do not know her if I'm running away." And so she goes, and then the woman starts slamming on the door. Seriously, starts slamming on the door. And she's like, "I just wanted a pound. I just want," and it's aggressive. She's like, I owe her a pound, okay? And I'm just like, we're all just panicking. My sister's like, because basically I was coming home to an argument. She was prepping. That's why she was near the door. I was coming
I
home.
feel like you always come home to an argument.
Yeah. But this time I brought along a little set of fireworks with me that distracted. So she went, you get inside. You can't talk to her because she's a woman. We'll deal with it. And so I just go inside and
What do you mean you can't talk to her?
Because what am I going to do? I shout at a woman. So I just go inside and I just have my dinner and they have to deal with her. Okay. And then I finish my spaghetti and I get back up.
That feels like a cultural thing that you weren't allowed to talk.
Yeah, because they were like, if she says that you said anything to her and she feels scared at all, then you can be in trouble. So that's why I wasn't. They were like, just go inside. And so then basically I finished my spaghetti. Still there. 10 minutes later, she's still at the door trying to open the letterbox. And so I'm like, oh, okay. And then I go into my room.
And
then
get
she's
a knife.
and
then when her fingers come through the letterbox, she's just...
No. But basically, I'm in my room and I opened the window. I just completely forgot she was still there. And her hand comes in. And so I have to hit it away. And I close my window. And then on top of that, she then goes to my sister's car and starts climbing on top of the car and trying to open it. And that's when we call the police. And as we were shouting,
you got arrested.
And then
the police arrive and
I was out today. Yeah,
go, madam, are you okay? Has this man been bothering you?
But no, basically, at the end of the story is eventually she did our neighbor.
Sit still.
I'm telling the story. It was exciting.
It was exciting, but I deliberately made a clip of you last week with your violent fidgeting to be like, yo, and you just started pulling labels out of your jumper there.
But yeah, essentially she lives. But it was the scariest thing, and it was the fact that we were just in a house like, well, she's a white woman. We can't do anything. she's just here. She lives here now.
But she's a rare Twitterless white woman, so maybe it would have been okay. What's she gonna do?
Well, the thing is, we were trying to usher her out, but it was like trying to usher out a cat. Like we kept opening the gate, but she wouldn't leave. She kept like going near it. I think she was high or drunk or something.
Most likely.
Most likely, she's not the best of you.
White people don't behave like that normally.
No, not unless they're in a club. In the club, they act. In the club, you're allowed to act like that. You're allowed to act a fool. But that's my story for the week.
It reminded me of. So I was starring in a short film this weekend. My character name was Barry Shots, and we were filming in this pub in Peckham, COVID safe, and it was mad the whole way through filming because the pub also functions as a Thai takeaway. So every few minutes a delivery driver would come, and it wasn't like Deliveroo, it was like they have their delivery driver, so they would come in and like be collecting orders, and people had ordered to pick up food, and also
you're all acting.
Well, we just had to like cut the shot because you need like perfect silence. So it was just like there was so much chaos going on all the time. But then at one point we were about to shoot a scene, and I think the director said action, and then this woman opens the door and goes, "Have you got any vacancies?" And the pub owner goes, "No." And she goes, "Oh, do you have a pound?"
It's the same lady. It's the same
Susan.
Susan listens. She's a listener. That's how she knows. That's. And did you have a pound for her?
No.
I don't know how
I was doing
a show.
Unpaid short film. Not unpaid, just low paid.
I have a pound right now. I've learned my lesson. I just give them.
That's not the lesson.
Huh? The pound. Yeah, just.
The lesson is keep your head down. The problem with people in London, right? Everyone has this idea that we're very disrespectful to homeless people, right? Everyone's like, oh no, we need to humanize them more and treat them like people, and not just kind of. I make eye contact and talk to homeless people more than I do any other stranger in the world. I make a point of making eye contact with them and be like,
but you're hurling abuse at them.
No. But in London, every other person you walk past as if they don't exist. But because they're on the floor, you're supposed to be like, hello.
Well,
why is that the rule?
Because it's the Doug Stanhope joke, isn't it? This is when you make contact with a homeless person in the eyes, and then suddenly all of their problems become your problems.
Oh, that's so true.
I spoke last week when I said I used to give them my phone number.
Oh yeah. That's just crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
But I was just thought.
I mean, and both of you, but maybe Mo a little bit, but both of you can't talk about the gripes. Like the people who suffer the homeless the most are smokers.
Suffer
Smokers,
the homeless.
definitely. In terms of what you guys talk about, giving money and stuff.
He's gone off.
Okay, you know what? I am one of those Londoners who treats homeless.
Do you know
people
why?
like
Do you know why he's just said smokers suffer the homeless?
Yeah.
Because it's off camera.
It's also a Doug Stanhope joke.
Today. Guess what the N stands for?
No hope.
No hope.
No
No blacks, no dogs, no.
Yeah. No, we couldn't afford the rest of the letters.
It's my N-word mug.
I'm just gonna breathe over that.
So we've both had run-ins with Susans.
We both had. Have you had any homeless people?
What, recently or in life? No.
In life?
No.
Anything exciting happen?
Homeless.
Why are you talking to him as if he's
as if I'm on the podcast?
Because he just said, I want the audience to know that it wasn't just us who accidentally just through our voice, that it is another person. So I want to talk at the same time as him.
Jimmy says homeless people are something to be suffered.
Smokers suffer the homeless. That's the most. That was his quote.
Okay. Well, smokers suffer crackheads. But plus, that's
Scum.
But plus, I'm stealing. That's a Doug Stanhope joke. That's not mine.
Okay.
Sorry, Doug.
So
Doug.
Fuck you, Doug.
And he calls it a salt lick to the homeless, which is absolutely fantastic.
What is a salt lick?
Like a horse, licks salt. Like smokers are like a salt lick to the homeless. A horse runs over if you've got
sugar cubes.
Sugar cubes, yeah.
Not salt.
I think it's called a salt lick. But yeah.
Oh. Pull that up. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to pull anything. There will be no more pulling.
We're trying a new format where we.
Given that we've never had an episode come out on time.
yeah.
We're simplifying the process.
And why and RTE didn't let us post? Why have they got such stringent
that
copyright?
happened. That happened. We got chased out by Lavery people.
No, but they were kind of like fine as long as you give us the money. That was all right. But RT surprised me. RTE.
They're very like you can't get RTE player anywhere except Ireland.
Yeah,
really?
That's crazy.
It's all mad stressful.
This is why
except
the Irish...
Jarlath Regan's comedy special, Notions 11.
Oh yes, which is fantastic. Find it on.
It?
Huh? No, but I will. I was trying to you fucked up our ad, man, for him. He hasn't paid us.
Shout out Jarlath. I do subtitles for him every so often when he messages me and goes, "Can you do these subtitles by tomorrow?" And I go, "Fuck's sakes."
He's great. He's great. He's giving me.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
I like to see the grime.
I've seen his mum bit,
He's a very
and
clean,
that's his.
He's a very clean man. Do you know what I mean?
Physically,
spiritually, like he doesn't. He's one of those guys. If he shot up a school tomorrow, I'd be like, oh. I wouldn't be like, no way. I'd be like, because I feel like
he's suppressing something.
Yeah, everything about him is very hi.
I think that's just his voice is
nice
soft.
I
don't think he's a soft person.
Like him.
I like to see the evil in people.
No, you don't.
Because everyone has evil inside.
No, not at all. I am
full
has alabaster evil on the inside.
You're a Kinder egg.
I'm a Kinder egg. Yellow a bit, just from the rot.
It's almost Easter.
Oh yes, a Christian holiday allegedly, but we all know it's a pagan one.
Eid Mubarak. Easter Mubarak.
Let's not. Bristol happened recently. Shout out the rioters. I'm on your side. Anything that
the thing is, right, and I want to make this abundantly clear. Peaceful protests are boring. They are no crack whatsoever.
And can be not effective.
And also, have you seen police stations? They're built to be destroyed and then built back up. They're like Lego blocks.
What?
Yeah, man. Have you not seen them?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Sorry about the noise there. That was really loud. That loud.
No. I feel you're both self-conscious. Don't worry about it. I can fix it in post.
No. But
Jimmy will fix it in post, and the podcast will come out
late
next June.
No. It will. No. But as we know, time is cyclical, so it'll be at the right time soon. Yeah. Yes. I've been reading a bit of Buddhism.
Buddhism.
Yeah, but not his Buddhism. I've been reading what's his name, Katy Perry's husband. His Buddhism.
Former husband?
No, the guy who's
Russell Brand?
No, shut up.
Who? Sorry, say again.
I nearly fucked it up. I nearly got it then. He was in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom.
God, actually, he's my dog of the week. That fucking article,
That is
which you will pull
amazing.
up. You don't have to put anywhere in post, but
Well,
just so I can read it.
I've not read
The
Oh fuck, Orlando
not seen it?
Bloom.
It's on
morning
Twitter.
routine.
Just write Orlando.
Oh,
Bloom.
what? Morning routine.
He went. He went.
There's no compressor for burps. Okay.
He went to the same uni as me.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
He sounds thick.
Well, because
He sounds so
the
dumb.
story is how he got the job in Lord of the Rings, because the last project in the final year of acting at Guildhall is a musical, and during the rehearsal process for the musical, he fell out a window at a house party in Halls, and broke his back, so couldn't be involved in the rehearsal process or the thingy of the musical.
Is that important?
Basically,
to
it's
be a part of it?
yeah, but it's no, but it's like if you have an agent, whatever. But it's just like your last show or whatever. But the point is, he then, when he had recovered, because he recovered in time, like to be like midway through the run of the musical, but like just not. He auditioned for Lord of the Rings, got it, and had the availability to do Lord of the Rings.
Because he
And
broke his
auditioned
back.
for it because he broke his back and missed the musical.
Yeah, but they always make consider
in it.
space for stuff like
Generally
Lord of
not
the
if
Rings.
you're
They did for Chris Wally.
but not if you're already in a production. They'll let you leave early, but not mid.
Oh, school one though, they'll let you leave. They don't care.
But the reason that's
Oh.
the thing. He broke his back in his final year. That's the point.
What
But
is that?
Yeah, but I mean, in RADA, you're not meant to accept any jobs, and they just
What's
waive
that?
no, in
waive
final,
that.
no, in final
Waive-
year you're supposed to.
What's
Really?
egg? What's the
Oh
egg
no,
that
but
broke
Chris
his
was
back?
different because young offenders.
What's that?
Because he had that.
Because he
job
did that in the
before,
summer.
But
Yeah,
he had
yeah.
that job before he went to RADA.
What's that egg that broke his back and all the King's men could have put it back together? What's that?
Humpty Dumpty.
That's the guy. Orlando
Humpty
Bloom
Dumpty.
is this week's
He's this week's Humpty Dumpty. of the
Humpty
week.
Dumpty. Yeah, and
I can only find articles mocking the original article. What's the original article?
it's
Wait, it'll be there. It'll be there.
Yeah, it'll be-
Click the article anyway.
Okay.
but then basically I just
I
found
was this close to bringing my laptop this week
why
to just not have this happening.
no, there's nothing happening. There it is. So scroll down.
Here we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh no, wait. What is
I
all
can't
this
read that
shit?
far. There it is.
Click on that tweet.
Twitter. Yeah.
There we go. Here we go. So we've got the Orlando Bloom. Oh no, that's not all of it.
I like to earn my breakfast. Oh, there it is. That's just we just need to read that excerpt.
No. There's better excerpts
What
than
is
that.
it? Sunday Times Magazine.
Here we go.
But essentially,
So we'll read this article, and that will be an hour, and we'll finish the podcast.
will you chill the fuck out? Jesus Christ, just chill.
So I'm meek. That's what I've decided.
Yeah, you've just
I'm not
he said he's
causing
gonna
any
come in
harm,
meek, and now this is you meek.
I'm meek.
No, I'm fucking
The
meek.
meek will shall inherit the earth.
Oh, yeah, well, fucking you've mortgaged it out already.
Wait till we get
before
this
you-
fucking reparations conversation on the go.
Oh,
and you'll
mate.
see meek.
Oh yeah. It's a paywall.
I retweeted it.
Did you
If you want to go
retweet
on
it?
my Twitter.
By the way, guys, follow us on all the Instagram and socials and No BDI Pod, which is taking a moment.
So
here to
we'll
remind
take
you.
this moment to fill this space by saying subscribe to the channel that you're watching this
Give
on.
this video
Hit
a like.
thumb up. If you're on iTunes, go on, give us a little 5-star. Tell us what you think. Drop a comment. Should reparations happen?
Send us a picture of yourself getting money. You know.
Send us a picture of your local homeless person.
Give them some money and then send us a picture of you doing that.
Yeah, with a pound. Send
With
a
a
pound to
pound.
us.
Yeah. Ask,
Yeah, we'll pass it on.
ask
Patreon.com.
I mean, you fucking tweet.
I tweet a lot, but scroll
You
down.
do
all
tweet a
today.
lot.
Okay,
This is all
this is
today.
today. Fucking hell.
Oh
Right.
God, Jesus Christ!
Scroll down.
This is yesterday.
There we go.
There
Find
is,
it.
there
This
is.
one, yeah.
See,
Okay.
can I do it?
Yeah,
Yeah, read ahead.
So this is Orlando Bloom sincerely being interviewed for the Sunday Times magazine. Like, this isn't satire. This isn't him taking the piss. This is just honestly what he says. I like to earn my breakfast, so I'll just have some green powders that I mix with brain octane oil, a collagen powder for my hair and nails, and some protein. It's all quite LA, really. Then I'll go for a hike while I listen to some Nirvana or Stone Temple Pilots. By 9 a.m, it's breakfast, which is usually porridge, a little hazelnut milk, cinnamon, vanilla paste, hazelnuts, goji berries, a vegan protein powder, and a cup of PG Tips. I'm 90% plant-based, so I'll only eat a really good piece of red meat, maybe once a month, I sometimes look at a cow and think, that's the most beautiful thing ever. Continued.
Lovely.
My son spends half his time with me and half with my ex-wife. If he's with us, I get him breakfast before school. Then I'll have a shower and get dressed. I like to make an effort. No tracksuit bottoms. I have a deal with Amazon where I work on projects exclusively for them.
That's possible.
I spend a lot of my time dreaming about roles for myself and others, for minorities and women.
That's us.
You're a side note, by the way.
Shout out.
I'm trying to be. Oh, I just snotted on the mic. That's fucking gross.
Oh, you're gonna have to antibacterial that shit, bro.
I'm trying to be a voice for everybody. I had this remarkable opening chapter to my career, for which I was only semi-present. Without my Buddhist practice, I could have easily come off the rails. I've been changing the narrative in my head and feel I can be the driver of my train. I can set it alight, but I can get the fire crew and put it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
What a fucking cunt. First of all,
what an idiot.
Of course she's your ex-wife. You just said a cow is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen.
No, Katy Perry, he's still with her, isn't he?
No, but whoever his ex-wife is.
Oh yeah, the child that he shares,
Yeah.
who he obviously does not take care of, because he says, I love my child. I go to my child at about 9 p.m. after they've been changed. It's like, oh, he doesn't change.
9 a.m. Yeah.
So it's like the first time. And then he also, there was a section where he talks about chanting. So he does Buddhist chants in the living room. I would be packing my suitcase.
Have you seen how big his dick is?
Is it big?
Get
his dick up.
Orlando Bloom paddleboard photo. It's just him naked on a paddleboard.
Shut up.
Dick.
Really? Man, no wonder they put up with this shit.
Dick.
Sometimes you wonder, you're like, there must be something.
It's not going to be on Google Images, is it?
Bro.
Oh, what?
Let me see. Zoom in.
The fuck? All pixelated.
Take off safe search, you coward.
How do you do that settings, is it?
The
No.
Search settings.
Settings.
No.
It's off.
Oh, fine. Show me
you can't have
the
a
dick.
penis on
Show me the dick. Show me
Okay, I'm
the
going to
dick.
type in uncensored.
I don't really
I think
need
you just
I
gonna
don't
have
want
to
to see
scroll
his
to like
penis.
this.
Oh, no, there it was. Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, the elusive Bloom penis.
Penis.
Oh, I thought that was half cut off because of the
Oh,
shadow there.
I saw a photoshopped version of it.
Let me see it.
Oh,
He
did
doesn't
you?
have as big a dick as I thought.
Let me see it. Zoom in.
Yeah, that's not as big.
Zoom
That's
in.
a pretty normal
This
dick.
listener, this should tell you how big it is. Zoom in. Zoom in. Come on.
All right.
Enhance.
All right.
Enhance.
We get it. We get it, black man.
Mine is average at best. I wasn't selling.
Nah, that's not impressive. All right.
Yeah, but it's a funny photo.
Yeah, it's a funny. It's kind of. And why is Katy Perry's face like that?
I don't know. She's just trying to look. She's trying to look for help.
It's kind of like, why are you naked?
Oh God, he sounds like such a fuckboy.
Yeah, mate. I mean,
Why
I've
is he
met
naked?
actors from the same school. I'm going out with one. She's a girl, but the boy actors, oh, holy moly! I
Look at
remember
him. He looks like he's straddling her. This is about
But there's a funny moment because they have to
How
go
old is
through
he?
all this bullshit of like I auditioned for that course,
Mhm.
and it's all like fucking okay, pretend you're spaghetti and all this stuff in the warm ups, and you're just like, and now you're being covered in oil and cheese and all this, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
so dead inside.
But they get you like. They like build up to it slowly. They do like vocal warm up, really basic, all just easy, kind of normal shit. And a step by step, and by 3 p.m. on the kind of workshop day, the final round of auditions, you're on the floor, pretend to be spaghetti, like a fucking. You're like, oh, I'm fucking spaghetti, and you're like going mad. But it turns people weird, man. My mate Martin, who was in my year but acting, when I was doing music, I remember I was like, oh, Martin, Celtic match on. Do you want to come watch it and have a few pints? And he was like, sorry, man. I have to practice my tiger. I fucking hate this course.
Yeah.
Because they do an animals project in the first year.
Animal study.
Where they all get us like.
And I swear
Izzy's-
that's been proven to be complete bollocks. Like,
Yeah.
Izzy's, despite the
owl.
you're insistent that she's the owl. And they assign one to you.
Yeah, yeah.
So the movement teacher is like,
Is she the owl?
this is the no camel.
Oh damn!
Because it's quite interesting. Like my mate had the bear, and he had to learn how a bear walks, and it
Yeah.
actually walks in quite a unique fashion, which is like
This is-
counterintuitive to how you
Yeah.
think of walking. And I'm like, that stuff's fascinating as in terms of movement, but also not necessary. Like,
It's
in
just,
human
but it's
acting-
just an experiment in like changing the way you walk for different characters and all that.
getting
stuff.
you out of your comfort
But
zone.
Izzy was like on fucking all fours doing mad camel shit.
Does she still do it?
Yeah, she can still do it, but she's like, it's not as good as it used to be. Because they fucking trick you into thinking that's a thing that's real.
Did she
My
like
mate Emma was a pelican.
I have normal friends.
to like method camel? It's like you don't drink water for days.
Yeah.
Really? Fucking hell. All right, okay. Should we get on with our
Of the weeks, yes,
yeah.
we've done
24
25.
minutes.
Yeah. So my first black of the week. I'll tell my first. My black of the week is Calvin Robinson.
What's that on the floor you're looking at?
It's my notes. I'm sorry, he doesn't want me to look at my phone. Listener, just so you know, I'm not unreasonable. I'm just surrounded by tomfoolery. Okay, let's start. Okay, so my black of the week is Calvin Robinson. He's a Tory MP.
Shout out Cal.
Black
Row.
Black Tory MPs showing us you can sell out.
Tory.
You can sell out and still not get anything.
Yeah, I thought of a funny thing, but I need to say the N-word, so can you say it for me?
No,
So
say it.
Black Tories, N-words in disguise.
Pussy, you should have said it. They
That's a clip.
we need to let me just explain why I picked him. I was listening to a podcast.
You've gone so serious.
I wanna-
you were
I wanna-
having a great time.
I'm
You fell over for a bit.
I want to tell my story.
Oh, I don't want the two white people laughing the hardest.
So
about
yeah, that's the clip they're gonna get.
But this is
It's me
you
getting a bit of-
always do this to me.
Me getting a bit of lint off while you guys laugh.
Yeah, yes, quite.
Yes. No.
I'll get you.
Huh? No, I laugh. I laugh all
Stop
the time.
scratching your balls.
It's not on camera.
Okay.
If it's on camera, I apologize, listener.
Viewer.
Viewer. Okay, cool. So Calvin Robinson, I was listening to a podcast he was on. Okay.
I've
First
just
of
got
all,
Black Tory stuck in my head.
yeah, no. I want to do a series about it because it's just such a funny thought.
And we can redo the Transformers theme. Black Tory.
And it's just him, but in a tighter suit.
Teenage Mutant and we're Tories.
The what's it called? What was it? So he's talking, okay, and then there was this one bit. You saw the clip where they were talking about reparations, and
Yeah.
because we talked about it last week.
Shout out Trigonometry, by the way, the most dead-eyed podcast in the game.
But basically,
You want a podcast where the hosts look like they're trapped behind their own eyeballs?
this like,
If you want honest conversations with fascinating people.
SOS. They have taken my wife. No, basically, there's this one bit when he goes to talk about reparation, and he completely misrepresents what reparations mean. We were talking about it last week, and we instinctively were like, oh, it obviously would come from the crown, from the people who had taken it, and then they're talking about it like, oh, well, the taxpayer has to pay reparations.
Well, I think that's the understanding, because it would be a government thing potentially, but I feel like reparations of the sort that would make any sense would come from the abolishing of the monarchy.
Yeah, it would be like
Abolish that. Give the diamonds
Elizabeth,
back,
yeah, Lizzie, take your diamonds.
Sell the gaff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't they just pay off? Said last week.
Slave
didn't they just
traders,
pay off
yeah.
the slave traders. Why don't they
2016?
take that money back and give it?
Yeah,
to the black
precisely.
people? What's wrong with
Well,
that?
they're never gonna fucking.
They're not
give
going to do
money
that
back,
because
are
they were.
Wait, seize it.
It's like the no, but it's
That's
like
what I'd do. But
Seize him.
it's like the COVID test and trace thing. It's like the contracts went to their friends and they kind of
Yeah.
went back to them. So it's like
that is so crony fucking.
It's so easy,
Like,
so
it's
obvious.
So obviously crony.
As I
it's
said on my
crazy.
popular news show, the official name of the
Stop
test
advertising
of
your other stuff on here, okay? We are only doing
This
this.
is
here.
just a signposting podcast.
It is so clearly this is just a thing that you do to
No,
advertise.
this is
your
one
other-
of my favorite things that I do.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Can you tell your face that? It's,
Also, someone posted a negative comment about you and then deleted it.
what did
No
they say?
way.
Thanks for
Oh.
telling
No,
me.
but this is the thing. I want.
Yeah,
I
but-
do want to call it out and be like, yo, I know it can be like a meme or whatever, but stop being mean.
What
I
do
like
they say?
Mo. I'm happy to be here.
What do they say?
It's good. So it was when we were.
I didn't need to
when-
know this, by the
when
way.
you
But
said you were gonna bring in a cardboard box to take all your stuff.
yeah.
I said you provide nothing to this
Yeah, yeah.
podcast, and I meant physically of like technology or
Yeah,
any of
yeah.
that stuff. And someone commented, "Mo provides nothing to this podcast. Truer words never spoken."
Why did you delete that, you fucking pussy? What?
Yeah, Calvin.
Yeah. You don't think I'm aware of my own worth, bro? It is 0, and I will not lie about it. But no. Thanks for telling me though.
We got a great story at the start of this podcast.
Yeah.
The Susan story. That's a highlight.
That was my contribution to this podcast is they can say stuff.
Don't feel the need to justify yourself.
No. Let me explain. They can say near the N words, and I don't hit them. That's my contribution, listener. You get to hear the N word from a white mouth.
No.
Okay?
Don't pull me into that. Don't pull me into that. I do not say the N word.
He's anti-homeless.
Huh?
No.
Yeah,
I'm just anti.
and also that's why we have Jeff here, who gets to so we can make fun of homeless people.
Yeah, Jeff says the N word all the time.
but Jeff is high on angel dust. He's absolutely cool with it.
Angel dust is what
but let's get back
Angel
to the
Comedy
point.
Club call their Patreon.
Let's get back to the point. Okay, so Calvin, so they're talking about reparations, and then they basically say,
I swear to Christ, if you go for a smoke in the middle of this podcast, I'll rugby tackle
can we
you.
get on with it? I just want to. You've interrupted me 4 times now.
Sorry, Calvin
Robinson, don't fucking. This is fucking bullshit. Otherwise, we're gonna have to edit it post.
No.
If you keep
It's
messing
okay.
it up.
All of this can stay in. It's fine. I'm not saying anything that can't stay in.
No, you're saying stuff I'm annoyed at.
Yeah,
You're taking the wind out of my sails. I came in here.
Okay,
so
I
excited.
realized that you need momentum and fidgeting to do an
To move it, and then you keep slowing me down, and then I have to build back up again. And seriously, man, one more time, and I'll hit you with the microphone. Okay? Huh? You're not meek. Take it. Put the microphone in your mouth. Put that black cock in your mouth, you piece of shit. No. But. That's my point. No, I had it. It's really good. But that's my point. That was my black of the week. Who's your black of the week?
With the monarchy needs to fuck off, and then we take the money from there. It's not like a taxpayer thing. Because if that was the way the reparations were going to be done, where it's just like a portion of the national budget for the year, that would be mental. Because like we said, like black people pay taxes, not Mo, but like.
But wait, I do pay taxes. Between us, I was the idiot who fucked up my taxes, and I told it honestly, and now I'm paying it back.
Shut up.
But don't come for me, bruv. Don't come for me, bruv. I'll bring receipts. No,
all legitimate.
So there isn't a Calvin. I just realized the Calvin you mentioned in the YouTube is actually the Calvin in the notes. You fucking dick. Stop using my notes to lie to me. I'm more furious now. Who's your black of the week?
All black men.
Fuck you.
Why? You're getting an award.
Huh?
You're getting.
I don't want your award.
You're getting an award.
This is like Rachel Dollars. I'll give you the
You're
NAACP.
getting an award for commitment to homophobia.
Oh, thank you. You didn't say.
But I found this out recently and kind of forgot it. But it felt like a good black of the week. It's maybe not topical, but like. So 1 in 4 black men get prostate cancer. 1 in 8 is the statistic for the wider population. What the fuck? And it's definitely, and I don't think anyone would deny this, it's definitely because a lot of black men don't want the doctor to put a finger in their butt.
Also, have you heard of the Tuskegee experiments? And how medicine in BAME communities is lesser provided. So first of all, before you get to your funny point, I'm going to make it sad, okay?
This is not why that's happening.
Why are black people dying, okay? Mostly because...
you can maybe make that argument for black people not accepting the vaccine. Mostly because of that... You can maybe make that argument for black people not accepting the vaccine.
Maybe mostly it's because most doctors are gay and we don't like them, okay? That's why... but yeah, no, you're right. Putting finger on bums. It's just a men thing, man. I think it's a man thing.
It's more like...
What you want? Actually, white men love being pegged.
Particularly Caribbean men.
But white men love being pegged. That's not our fault. Okay, we shouldn't be... You
I don't love being pegged.
You fine.
I accept it.
Because I'm in a loving, committed relationship.
It's by compromise, okay, Mo? But no... You're not gonna deny that, particularly.
No. I'm not gonna deny it. I'm just making jokes around it.
Batty crease.
but no, there is a point to that. There is, but it's
it's sensational that they're like potential of being called gay for a doctor putting his finger in your ass, cancer, and they've gone.
I mean, life is really hard for a black man, so maybe they'd rather just go. Maybe they're just like, it's God's golden ticket if you get it, and you just sit down and take it. That's the prostate cancer joke. It didn't go down well. But I guess I really stuffed that up. Asked. But yeah, that's your.
But it's just impressive commitment to homophobia. I think it's cool. Stick to your guns that much. Because I believe in stuff. But if you were like, "Do you want to keep believing that or cancer?" I'd go, "Hey, I'll stop believing."
Oh yeah, 100%. But I would not. Dude's gonna come up with some wild sentence now.
No, just because my mate's mum actually did the. It's quite fascinating. No, because she decided not to get chemo, and kind of believed in all that alternative medicine stuff.
Jesus,
is she dead?
Yeah. Well, don't be mean because
no, 100%.
And if he won't listen to the podcast.
No.
But, you know,
well, why doesn't he? No.
It's sad. It's still sad that she died.
It's horribly sad. Yeah, but she was a very practical woman as well.
But
you
for
wouldn't
sure
have thought,
get whatever.
People try everything.
But obviously, people.
Black?
But no, German, always very practical.
The Germans have
very
never
practical
been medically tested on.
Was he?
But for her, apparently for her.
No, I was trying to bring up your point about the mistrust in the medical system in the
that's-
black community
you-
based on the Tuskegee.
I'm gonna let you pass on that one because you had a sincere point.
But yeah, but no, but at the end of it, it came down because you'd been diagnosed with cancer. It's the quality of your life at the end of your life versus the chance of being
that's
saved.
true.
So she didn't want to go. She didn't want to have chemo and go and have a shit
Yeah.
time, basically.
And that, a lot of people are weighing that.
A lot of people do
are
that.
weighing that up with the COVID.
But she
thing.
wasn't that old. Just turned 60. It's like, you know, that's you still got
60?
another fucking 40
But this
years.
happened with my 40.
Yeah, I mean, although no, they start checking you at 40. You don't start getting.
I don't know, but
Wait, mine started checking a few years back
I've
when I was a
never
child.
been but a lot of older people, like my family, had this dilemma where my nonna, my Italian grandmother, nonna,
spaghetti.
why is she getting fucked while making spaghetti?
So the sauce comes out the good. So Italy colonized my country, so fuck you, okay? I can
right
say.
here.
Huh? No.
I'm called Vittorio. I'm named after the king that did it.
So anyone who's thinking, why did he do that voice? No. that is my reparations.
You'll get paid reparations in Dolmio sauce.
Also, earlier on, I just realized in my story when I was talking about that Susan lady, I went in and ate some spaghetti. So the colonial hangover is still in my family still.
Somalis don't need reparations; they need preparations.
How did you make the sauce? As they were going, we were like, come back.
Just keep giving you pepperoni, and you go, "We're Muslim, we can't."
But yeah, sorry. What were we on?
So my nonna, she is old, really, really old, and has like basically nearly died a couple times in the past 2 years, like pre-COVID.
Before it was cool.
And the whole dilemma was like, should we still visit her
during COVID?
Because she could die of not COVID at any moment, really. So should we still visit her? To prevent her living out her last few months of her life incredibly lonely.
Yeah.
Or do we not? But then if we visit, might give her COVID and then she dies when she wouldn't have died.
It's tricky, yeah.
And it's so different. And then even like my other granny is very active, would go out for walks, and she was like, when they were like, you're only allowed out once a day, she was like going for like 3 walks a day, because she was like, if I don't keep up my exercise,
she'll lose it.
I'll just fucking be stuck in the house forever then.
Is it exiled in Ireland, auntie?
She sent over copies of the book. It's all great, signed.
Has she got it?
Yeah, published.
Nice.
Well, self-published. Exiled from Ireland. Mary Mullen, check it out. So, yeah, she was like, I'm not gonna like. The percent this last year is probably one of the last 10 years of my life. So I need the fucking. I don't care. I'm not just staying inside. I need to go fucking.
No, 100%. I wouldn't. At that age, I'd be like, yo, you all stay inside. Like in that South Park pandemic special, where like old people starts doing donuts in the car park. And I'm just like,
what was that? I can't hear. I got too many antibodies in my ears.
Have you guys been vaccinated?
huh?
I have, yeah.
He has.
'Cause Izzy got hers today. My mum got hers yesterday.
Why did Izzy get hers?
This is the mad thing. The doctor, she
got
got a
a hole in
text.
her heart. A heart mama.
No,
Just a guess.
she got a text being like, because of your underlying health condition, you can get.
What's
a
her
vaccine."
underlying health
And she was
condition?
like, "What underlying health
heart-
condition?" And she phoned the doctor, and they were like, "We don't know either, but just take it."
Brilliant, yeah.
Yeah.
great.
Also,
Tell her
it's
to
suggested.
tell her to take a paracetamol after
it's-
she gets it.
She took one before.
Oh, all right, good.
It's
good on her.
suggested
Knocked
that
me out
you-
for fucking 24
Guys,
hours.
you
Okay.
can call up your GPs because loads of people aren't turning up for theirs. So there's
And
they
just see if
have a
there's
shelf
spots.
life.
Yeah, because somebody was saying if you go and just say like, "Oh, I look after my mum who can't really get about as much," which is a lie. They'll just give you one.
No. I mean, you don't have to lie. You can just honestly ask because they have them and they're finite. Like they can just go off.
Yeah.
And
So-
soon I'll be working
Like
at the
potatoes.
Stratford Vaccination Centre. So for £500, you can have your.
Turn off.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that Sacha Baron Cohen vaccination with Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah, that's good.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
So basically, he's just doing an interview talking about his new movie.
This would be good to put up if we were doing that.
But basically, he's basically while he's talking, he keeps on getting phone calls, and he's obviously like bartering with people, and it turns out he's selling vaccinations, and he's got him in his back, and the police. It's the most because you know how Zoom interviews have just become like people just in their houses.
Yeah.
The normal joke is they look a bit haggard or they haven't
Yeah.
dyed their hair or blah blah blah. He goes in, he steps it up cinematically, and it becomes like suddenly they get raided. So he picks up the camera and he starts running. He gets into a car.
Yeah, he does a whole bit. Yeah, he does a whole
and then it
sketch.
cuts to a police footage of a helicopter chasing this guy. Like, and Jimmy Kimmel's like, "Sasha, I think you're being followed." And the whole time he carries on his interview, and he's just like, "Yeah, so I really think that." Oh shit! And then the car flips over in the video. Oh, watch it.
I just like the bit where he's like, he's getting calls from all these celebrities, man. Like, yeah, I'll have that too. And he's like, Tom Cruise. No, mate, look, you can get it legally. You're old enough. You don't need me.
But yeah,
Well, Bill Burr went to get his vaccine. I was listening to his podcast and drove an hour to get there, and they were like, "No, you're not eligible." And he was like, "But I got a text telling me to come and make an appointment. Why would you make an appointment and then I show up and you're
is
like?"
this on his Monday morning?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Don't tell me that.
This was
Spoilers.
last week's.
Oh,
It wasn't today's.
I'm really behind. I've not started any of it yet.
So that's our blacks of the week. We've got all black men, which includes Calvin Robbington.
But he doesn't see himself as black. He sees himself as
having to pay for reparations.
mulatto, but having to pay. Yeah, but okay. So my Irish of the week is 4 men were found on the border. Between Derry and Donegal border. I read this on Derry now.
Donegal.
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 Donegal. I feel like I'm saying the same
Say
thing.
done.
Done.
E.
Donegal.
There we go.
Donegal. Okay, we're found on the corner of Derry and Donegal. And
You don't have to do the accent. Just say it right.
I'm saying it right.
But you went Derry and Donegal.
No, I didn't. It was the same.
Derry and Donegal. Found on the border of Derry and Donegal. What are you saying, Jerry Adams? On the border of Derry and Donegal. I was never officially in the border of Derry and Donegal.
You can't prove that I was putting it on. That was just me doing it. Okay. So basically,
Try again.
4 men were found in a van at the border of Derry and Donegal.
Derry and Donegal.
I'm just going.
That's like when people go Barcelona.
Yeah. They go, Hi,
At
can
the-
we have
at
2
the corner?
cervezas?"
At the corner of Derry and Donegal, 3 men were found.
I'm trying to do local news. So if any Derry listeners, this is from the article.
Have you seen
from
that
Derry
Emmy
now.
sketch? It goes like, four bodies were found in Kabul. Do you see what I did there? I said Kabul, like they say over there, not Kabul, like we say here. But if I was talking about the Shetland Islands, I wouldn't go, the Shetland Islands!
So basically they were found in a bar, makeshift
Where?
bar in a van. Don't fuck off, mate. You heard me. One more. Four men were found on the border
On the corner.
on the corner of Derry and Donegal. Okay.
Donegal. You
Donegal.
don't have to spend so much time on the L.
I just feel it's there. I just feel it's real. It's authentic. But
we'll do his ancestry in me, and it'll be Derry and Donegal. Just comes out from within him.
But George Washington. Do you see that sketch where all these black people do ancestry now, and it's all just one slave owner? George Washington. George Washington. So yeah, they were found in a makeshift bar in a van, and they were fined. I think that's amazing.
They built a bar in a van.
They built a bar in a van, yeah, and you just don't get that kind of ingenuity in the UK. But a unionist humor. Is that right?
Classic.
Am I right? Is that? I'm
well,
trying to understand.
Donegal's not in Northern Ireland, but Derry is.
So
For
it's a
now.
I'm trying to understand the local humor. I want to do a tour of Ireland where I just do local jokes, and they go, "Who is this fuck?" And also, why is he doing that accent? He's clearly making fun of us.
It's great to be in Derry and Donegal.
You can't be in both places. Yes, I can.
Hello, folks. It's great to be in Derry and Donegal.
Hello. وان في عينه وحن كتش عليه انت داري and Donegal انت نشوقو.
No, we have to go more into the accent.
Okay.
'Cause I can't speak Arabic. I can't join in on this bit.
السلام عليكم وحن شوقنا إمك داري and Donegal.
No, the Irish accent.
Okay.
The Irish accent better. Do it better.
Oh, السلام عليكم والله. وحن شوقنا مانتا Derry and Donegal. That's and وحن كدوننا أنت قرنو. Why am
Have you ever done stand up in Arabic?
I mean, I'm not fluent in Arabic anymore.
Have you ever
forgotten
done
it.
stand
Somali.
up in Somali?
Yeah. It was not a good experience.
Did I tell a story on this of when I performed at an Italian-speaking comedy night?
Oh no. What?
So in London,
incorrect
there's a
booking.
night called Humour Comedy, and it's Italian-speaking, and they have English comedians on, like English-speaking comedians on, as well as Italian-speaking comedians. And it was Luca Capani was emceeing. I was opening, and they did know that I was an English-speaking comedian. They knew that I didn't speak Italian. And so I just got paranoid that it wasn't recording. They knew that I didn't speak Italian. I made this I was like, just so you know, despite the name, don't speak any Italian. And they're like, yeah, no worries. And I was like, this will be an interesting experience. We'll see what happens. Luca, I'm opening. Luca MCs in Italian.
Fluent.
Yeah.
Oh, he is Italian.
No, like does a tiny bit in English at the start, and just MCs, crowd work, bits, loads of stuff in Italian. The only thing I understand for his whole 10 minutes of opening MCing was he said imitation game.
Yeah.
And I had to go up and just go, well, I don't know what he said, but I know he mentioned Benedict Cumberbatch.
And how did they?
So bad.
Oh,
Felt
I
terrible.
thought you were gonna go, and I stormed it.
No. And then after me, Alex Martini.
Aw, hello, beautiful.
But in Italian. Ciao bella.
Hello.
My head look like pineapple.
Oh, he's my friend.
Why?
I like him. He's a good guy. Let's move on. Yeah. But no.
Irish of the week.
Irish of the week. Who's your Irish of the week? That's my Irish of the week. It's four guys.
Oh yeah,
in
four guys in Derry and Donegal.
There on the corner. I don't know. Corner.
One more time before I say mine.
Okay. 4 men were found in a makeshift bar in a van on the border of Derry and Donegal.
I want you to do the accent. No.
No. I feel like Derry and Donegal. Yeah. Come on.
So, mine is a walrus, and I'm worried you did this last week. Did you do the walrus last week?
I didn't do the wall.
I think we talked about Walrus last week. Yeah, the one that got washed up on.
Did we?
Yeah.
What?
Or did we talk about that after?
I don't think we talked about it.
I don't think we talked about it on the podcast.
No.
A walrus washed up on the west coast of Ireland, and it had fallen asleep on an iceberg in the Arctic, and it woke up in Kerry.
No, I have not heard this story at all. Tell me.
Yeah, so this walrus just washed up on the west coast of Ireland, like hundreds of miles away from where it fell asleep on this iceberg.
That is a session and a
And
half.
everyone was like, "What?
And what was
the
it?
fuck?"
How did it float so quickly there?
It didn't. It was just asleep for ages.
How long do they sleep, walruses?
I don't know. Walrus?
A walrus minute? Is this?
But there's so many jokes flying around. I was proud of the one I did where, like, when he arrived, all of the Irish moms went, "Jesus, you've wasted half the day. Open them curtains. The whole street will think you're dead."
Is that what that question was for?
On Twitter,
I thought you were just crowdsourcing mum phrases.
No, it's for that. It was just
no,
like,
that's
welcome back to the land of the living.
Answer me. What did they do then afterwards with the walrus? Is it?
Well, it kind of it dove in and out of the water. It was found by a father and daughter. It was a very sweet story. I was trying to come up with all funny names for what Fatrick Keelty, Sleeping Ugly,
Wall Shane,
what?
Walrus.
What?
Are we trying to think of names for the walrus that are Irish?
You're fucking it up. Well, there's something in
Walraney?
Walsh. Who's the famous Walsh?
Sean Walsh.
He's not Irish.
Is he not
Sean
Irish?
Walrus.
Sean Walrus. Yeah, Sean Walrus.
Was there more? There's the more famous Walsh, isn't there?
Oh yeah, Louis Walsh.
Louis Walrus. There we go. It's in.
Louis Walrus.
I'm filming a thing tomorrow.
Louis
That has jokes about it. I'll put that in.
Really? Yeah. Oh no, that's great. That's good. So that's your Irish of the week. Is the newly teed
Walrus Crow.
The
Walrus.
newest refugee in Ireland is a fucking walrus.
And they're gonna end up in a camp.
The other joke I made very proud of is the walrus initially booked the iceberg to Benidorm via Ryanair, but you know what happens. His suitcases have currently washed up in Denmark.
I thought it was gonna be a joke about how Aer Lingus didn't let him fly because he wouldn't do the test. So he had
to book 2 seats.
So that's your Irish of the week. Sorry, that's your Irish of the week.
Yeah,
that's
and he had to quarantine for 14 days
on an iceberg. Dog. Should we go dog?
That's the only one left.
Oh, all right. Attitude. We're doing well today. Got a lot of energy, a lot of zeal, a lot of Ali McBeal zeal. Am I right?
Yeah, we've done 50 minutes. We're on schedule.
Okay, my dog of the week is Social Dilemma documentary. I've just watched it.
I have.
Oh, really? Mm. I liked it.
I don't want to watch it because I'm on social media for the job.
Yeah, I think people hyped it up. Like, people are like, oh my god, it's like it's everything you already know about social
but
media.
Everyone who's seemed really like, oh my god, it'll change the way you think.
Nah, it's
talking about it on social media.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it clearly hasn't affected you that much.
Yeah, it's bollocks. And plus, you'll watch it, you know all of this stuff already. Like,
yeah, I mean, Izzy got rid of all of her social media. Like, if I wasn't doing what we do,
trying to make money,
I would not.
Oh, I should have leaned that way.
Also,
I don't get why normal job people have it.
Well, just for downtime at work.
So they can follow us, okay? That's why they.
Yeah, don't forget to delete your social media, but first.
But first, follow us on.
Nobody iPod.
But yeah, they basically since that clip came out of me admitting how neurotic I am, I've now become more openly neurotic.
It's not a big admission.
It's
everyone already knew. Although it does frighten me that there's neuroticism that you're not letting out. So the level that you're already at isn't completely unbridled.
No, that was.
This is you trying to keep it.
Yeah.
So the unbridled, openly neurotic mode.
But I've slept better since. Because I'm like.
Has a clip I made of this podcast improved your sleep?
Yeah, because I can just release my neurosis on people now. I don't no longer have to hold it in.
Wow.
Look, his legs are shaking.
Have you seen that Tommy Tiernan? Everyone's shaking. I normally fidget, whereas in this room, I just feel the need to be still. There's a Tommy Tiernan bit where he says he's got borderline personality disorder, which means he swings between neurosis and psychosis. And he goes, neurosis, bad for me. Psychosis, bad for you. And it's just so funny. It's so
no, but
funny.
it's not mine. Mine is an actual medical thing. It's just me overthinking stuff. But now that I don't have to suppress it, but what were we saying? Now that I can just be myself in front of you guys, I feel free.
Dog of the week.
Yeah, that's my dog of the week is a social media because it's just a bunch of tech bros going whoopsie, and I just found it bullshit. Because I just think once if you're still a billionaire off the back of something, you can't then make a documentary telling us to get off it. What's your black of the week?
It is very much it's like I'm trying to think of a comparison of what it would be like. It'd be like slave owners going, like, after receiving all the money, like the final payment of the money in 2015, going, slavery, man.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah, bro.
So bad for society. Can't believe that's still happening.
Can't believe we did it.
Have you seen that chocolate, Tony's?
No.
It's
the big
like,
American one.
Well, it's not American. It's just it involves no slavery in the creation process, and it's like, here, Tony's, we believe no chocolate should involve slavery.
I feel like they do.
And you read it and you go, does Norm?
Yeah.
What have I been eating? But what annoys me about it is it's not in squares. It's in all mad different size of tiles. That's not the right, but there's no real word.
I
for
understand
sections. So the mold is all wacky, and it says, and it's to represent how unevenly the profits are shared in the chocolate industry,
including ours.
But bro, I don't want one bit this big and one bit this big.
Yeah. So are they like trying to correct that, or are they just saying, look how?
No. They're saying our chocolate involves no slavery.
Yeah, no slavery, but then
and no
and the
inequality.
profit.
Well, we know the one. We know the one that has the most. It's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory chocolate.
The most slaves.
No, yeah.
Yeah, they do have the most slaves.
Yeah, openly, and then they sell it for real life. So just to keep it real, they have small children too.
So yeah, Roald Dahl was actually way closer to the truth
yeah.
than we ever realized.
Yeah. No, it wasn't Roald Dahl who wrote that book, was it?
Yeah.
Was it him?
Yeah, Roald Dahl.
Probably someone Arab first, and he stole it. Anyway, let's go away from my conspiracy. That's from my other podcast. It was an Arab first. that's my other podcast. And an Africa before.
What would it be called? The Arab version,
though. My word would be called Africans. We were there first.
Muhammad and the
Maca Factory.
Muhammad.
I teed you up so well for that.
For what? What did you?
I was just trying to think of a Muslimy name that begins with ch.
Chocolate.
Is that a name?
Chocolate.
So it'd be chocolate in the chocolate factory.
Yeah.
You're making yourself? No, I'm making chocolate. What do you mean chocolate? Chocolate make chocolate.
Welcome to Chocolate Factory.
Confusing? Yes. Tasty? Yes, as well.
Very aggressive sales pitch. I don't know what you teed me up for. I didn't understand.
Just an Arabic name.
Just obviously replacing Charlie in the Chocolate Factory with.
Oh, Charlize and the.
No,
Charlize Theron and the Chocolate Factory.
We're looking for an Arabic name.
That is an Arabic name.
Charlize.
Yeah, you don't know. This is now that we're not pulling stuff up, I can just spread my misinformation.
I like that this is I don't want to be well informed.
So who's your dog of the week?
All comedians.
All comedians. Damn. A black guy and comedian.
If you're a comedian watching this podcast or listening to this podcast, stop it. Stop getting involved in all this bullshit. Stop trying to cancel each other on all sides of the coin.
Thank God, not stop watching the podcast.
Right-wing comedians, stop trying to cancel woke comedians. Woke comedians, stop trying to cancel right-wing comedians. We're all just trying to tell jokes.
Stop scrolling down.
Stop it.
Stop scrolling down people's Twitters. Like they're not trying to do jokes.
I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of this shit.
That's so true.
We're here to fucking take the piss out of stuff. And it's mad that really offensive comedians...
Oh, you're going to be serious?
Honestly, really offensive comedians have come to me like, yo, you can't say that. And I'm like, just because it's about your thing, the one thing that you care about. I see jokes about Irish people and go, it's not my thing. I don't find that funny because I know more than they do. So it's not funny to me. But I'm not like it happened. I was watching Andrew Schultz's podcast and they started talking about the famine. And it was just inaccurate to the point that I couldn't separate from that because I'm too close to it. So I, for 3 minutes, went, that wasn't very funny.
Yeah.
And I didn't get off board with the hundreds of hours of content I've watched of Andrew Schultz. Other than that, I didn't go, oh, I can't believe I ever listened to that
Except
guy.
that one blog you wrote under a different name. Ali
Wong. It's not a blog, it's a Netflix special.
Ali Delali.
I'm in the belly.
Blogging.
Imagine having to get pregnant to keep up your brand.
But it's the fact that she did it. It looks so uncomfortable.
But this happened to me, right? A comedian went off, and I won't say who. She went off social media for a bit, and I clocked that when another fucking comedian called her out for making fun of comedians doing TikTok courses. And I'm like, look, we should be able to make fun of each other. That's fine. Like, if you're running a TikTok course, fair play if you're running a TikTok course to try and make money during a pandemic and you've done well on TikTok and you want to maybe spread that and think you can monetize your expertise that you've gained. Grand. Do whatever. TikTok, not my thing. You're a pedophile. But also, this is the joke. Someone made a joke saying, yo, instead of announcing a TikTok course, just announce you're a pedophile. It'll take less time. And I was like, funny. Funny.
Yeah, not bad.
Other comedian retweets that and calls it classist. Because like people trying to make a living during a pandemic, it really reeks of classism. And I was like, you're all wrong.
Yeah.
I hate all of you.
Is that what that was about?
And then, so this comedian disappears off social media for a bit, appears back, and I see that she's appeared back, so I sent her a message just to be like, is everything, how are you doing? Are you okay? Just to reach out, because she's a friend.
That's weird. Oh, okay, she's a friend.
It's not weird as a friend. I was just like, how's everything going? She's a friend. And then she tweets about me without tagging me and goes, because she's Asian.
Oh, that does couple. That's why we don't let him on this one.
But she's Asian, and this was before I knew about any of the stuff that was going on with the mass shootings, the anti-Asian.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that one. I said that.
Shootings, but it's like shootings in America. I didn't know. She
lives in America.
The news had not reached me yet. It's not exactly like on Twitter, it's never in the For You category.
Are you talking about that one shooting where the guy was like, "Oh no, I wasn't. I was just shooting because they're like prostitutes."
The ones
whatever it was, people are very heightened to any
Asian hate,
right?
Hashtag stop Asian hate.
So don't be cunts to anyone for Asianness or any other reason. But
he's trying. He's not good at
I messaged her and was like, just to check in that she was okay because she'd gone off and come back on social media. She then tweets about me going, white comedians messaging me to see if I'm okay. Really feels like trying to make themselves feel better when they've made harmful anti-Asian jokes in the past.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just like, it was like a minute after it was definitely about me, and I sent her a message after being like, yo, I don't think I've made any anti-Asian jokes, but maybe I have. I'm sorry if I've done anything to upset you.
She pulls up a clip of you with chopsticks.
But on Have a Word, I did call COVID China AIDS.
She doesn't know that.
I was
scrolling
back. I was scrolling back through my Twitter going, what the fuck have I said? And the only thing I could find was I posted this picture of a Tibetan monk being like, this Tibetan monk turned his back on materialistic
the Netflix
values.
one. For a Netflix documentary or something.
No, I was just like, I just Google image Tibetan monk, and he turned his back on materialism to focus on his martial arts practice and meditation. Support him now on patreon.com.
Oh, that was the one.
These planks don't pay for themselves, and I keep breaking them with karate. And it was like, I was like, it can't be that. That's just silly.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a
Screenshot it
silly
and
thing.
ask her. Like,
I was
is
like,
this
is it this one? Or was it this thing I said, or was it this other thing I said about Asians? There's too much.
Yeah,
But the whole thing is like, I hate the person. So she was the person that made the TikTok about calling people pedophiles who do TikTok courses.
Yeah.
She was the one who said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a fucking dickhead.
But it's like,
What is she talking
she's
about,
fine to make that joke. The people are wrong for calling her classist and like absolutely causing a Twitter pile on her, causing her to leave social media. But then she's wrong for like tweeting about me and not, do you know, like, just stop. All comedians, stop it. Just take a deep
Maybe
breath.
a bit though. Maybe a
Just
bit.
take a deep breath
Do a bit though.
and realize that, yeah, sometimes someone will tell a joke and it's something that personally affects you. Grand.
What
Move on.
do we think makes more money, making jokes or stirring tea? What's the
Stirring
or
tea.
The
spilling
stirring,
tea?
the shit stirring, just fucking. We get it. You want clout. You want people to like your tweet, being like blah blah blah. This person said, don't care. I do, obviously.
That I don't care about
But you know what
anything.
I mean? Why are comedians going for each other? What should happen is we should say these things in green
So we
rooms
create more space.
to each other.
Yeah, they're trying to make more space for themselves.
That's exactly what it is. It's like, well, if I just fucking
Yeah.
Die, all of you.
It's just quickly.
Just like
it's
I'm the only one.
It's just guns.
yeah. Do you know what it is? It's like if successful comedians are a quarry, like shit comedians just put in the dynamite and go, well, now there's room for me.
Yeah. The
But all of it. But I also don't want to be those super right wing guys that are like cancel culture, blah 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 blah.
I don't
blah,
have
blah,
the
blah.
option of being right wing, but I also don't like the left wing. So what
Everyone's
I choose,
annoying me. This is why it's all comedians are the dog of the week. I've been very
I'm not
general
one
in
of
my
them.
of the weeks this week. I've done all black men, a walrus, and all comedians.
Specific on the walrus, though. Not all walruses.
Yeah, I know. And,
The hashtag not all walruses.
yeah.
Let me make this very clear. I do not have a problem with all walruses.
Asian
All
ones.
black men, yuck. Take it out of context. I dare you. I dare you.
They're just
Oh, you
gonna-
know what?
They're just gonna crop me out.
yeah.
I'll crop me out.
I do want.
What?
I want to clip together just all the racist bits without context.
The what's it called? No, I just don't care.
Every episode of this podcast.
No,
Please
you're such a drama
subscribe.
queen.
Please spread the word because this podcast needs to be way bigger than it is for me to, for any of the things I'm saying to be worth it.
No, guys, don't. No, but guys, so should we pick ours now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry about that rant, but you know what? Like,
It was a bit uncomfortable.
everyone's wrong in that.
I just don't. I have because I live with girls. I've perfected the art of looking but not seeing, and when I'm on Twitter, that's what I do. I just don't see, and I have very selective eyesight. Now it's selective on its own, and I need glasses. But before it was like I just don't see it anymore because I don't care, and I've muted most words from the Foxman to any other big name. Like I want silliness, or if you're gonna make a joke about something that's important, just make it funny. If it's not funny, I just ignore it. If
It's
it's
just
not my
it's
thing.
just not funny. It's not anything other than just not.
Yeah, it's
funny.
not hurtful. No one's gone into comedy to hurt anyone. As John Locke said in his The Harm Principle, but the Edinburgh Show version. Hey yo, that's for my fellow gang. Fail. Yeah, let's.
I don't know what happened there.
That's the little clip I'm gonna make.
Blacks. We've got either the black
Blacks or
men
Calvin Robinson.
or Calvin Robinson.
I say go for Calvin Robinson. He's causing more harm than all those black guys. They're just dying. Who's ever hurt you for dying?
This is dog, right? Oh no, this is
black.
black. Sorry,
You just
black.
assumed it was
Well,
dog.
black
No,
is supposed to
because
be-
it was a negative one.
They're
Yeah.
both negative, really.
Yeah.
I'm giving it. I'm
I mean,
I'm on
we've
Calvin's
got
side.
commitment to homophobia or commitment to
To selling out.
Uncle Tommy.
Yeah, 100%. But I believe in him. I'm actually like, I was like, you go, yes.
Get that money, Cal.
Get that money. Yeah, you turncoat.
Cal.
Pull the ladder up. No, it's great, man. I agree with him, and I'm going to. That's why
You're
I
gonna
want.
run for parliament as a
I'm
Tory?
I'm going to have biracial kids so that they can have that option as well.
So
Like,
do you
they're
think
the
you're
future.
do you think you're too dark skinned to be a Tory?
No,
But
I
that
think
guy
Bim
Afalami.
Yeah, Bim. But no, he's there as well. No, I think I can, but I think the fact that in the comment section people are like, we need more people like
they
him.
literally said, can we clone this guy?
Yeah. It's like, that's eugenics, mate. That's what you're describing. So that
we like this one. That's that
keep
whole
him.
podcast.
He's
That's that
enough.
whole podcast is they go, oh, shall we find one of them that agrees with us?
Yeah.
That's the whole podcast.
Oh, look, it's a person with a wheelchair that doesn't think people who are disabled should have car parking spaces. Come on our podcast and tell us why. That's genuinely it. It's always someone arguing against their own self-interest for their own personal gain. And that's what Toryism is. Vote for Mo 2020. There we are. That's my...
It's too late. 2020 was last year.
Oh, fuck! But
so the Black of the Week, let's go Calvin Robinson.
Yeah, Calvin Robinson. So the Irish of the Week was the 4 men found on the boat.
It's gotta be the Walrus.
Huh? The Walrus.
Gotta be the Walrus.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
some 127 hour shit. Worst movie ever is the Walrus just going.
But special mention to those 4 men in makeshift bars. You know, men will do anything to leave their families and to go drink. And then the dog of the week was
all comedians.
All comedians on social media.
We gotta tell. I want to tell comedians to settle down. Just
I want to take phones off.
Just be more like Lenny Sherman. Positive vibes.
He's very positive on Twitter now, isn't he? I was looking at him.
Love it.
He's just
Lenny
amazing.
Sherman. Get him on Twitter.
Yeah.
Just
so funny and ridiculous. Everything he says is just surreal. But he's a surreal act. Like when you see him on stage, his stuff is very tongue-in-cheek.
He's been to prison. He was a football hooligan.
Was he?
All mad stuff. Yeah.
No, not really.
He's a Millwall fan. He's been to prison for football hooliganism.
Seriously?
Yeah. He was a thug.
I remember seeing it, and his stuff is so surreal. It's very Tony Lowish. Like I was watching it, and it's very like, because the audience expect this different act, and he comes on and he's just like weird as fuck with them. It's just great.
He meditates all the time. Great. Be more like Lenny.
Man, he is a different person. Some people came out of this lockdown better.
I love the post where he eats pie, and then the last photo is him like.
I haven't seen that.
I love it. He posts like 3 different pictures. It's the pie, him eating the pie,
can we
him
use
eating
that,
the pie again.
Can we have that picture
and
of
then
him
it's
at
him.
the end?
No, it's him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the pie, him eating the pie, empty plate, and then him like this.
What's this guy's name?
Lenny Sherman.
Lenny Sherman. Yeah, that's. I
love him.
I think all comedians will be our dog.
Be more Lenny.
Okay. All right. Well, guys.
Thank you for listening to another episode of No Blacks, No Dogs,
No
Irish. Hit the thumbs up. We appreciate it. It gives me dopamine. Subscribe. Don't fucking stop recording, you little cunt. 5 stars on iTunes. Subscribe. Spread the word. Screenshot it. Tell your friends. All that shit. You're fucking class. We love you to bits. Shout out to nobodies.
Cheers.